Hey, what's up everybody? It's the GOAT, and here's an 83 and 10 gameplay on the map Fallen, and the weapon that I'm using is the MP7 with the silencer and the range proficiency. The perks are Sleight of Hand, Assassin, and Steady Aim, and just to touch on Steady Aim Pro a bit, early on in the game I kind of like Stalker, especially on my submachine guns, because I like the ability that you could strafe really quickly back and forth, and you're able to throw off people's aims pretty good, especially in close situations. But I noticed that this is the way that I always tend to die in Black Ops and in this game. Well, in Black Ops, if you guys have been watching me for a while, I'd always pull my pistol out and sprint around the board with my pistol until I knew where the enemies were. And a lot of times, if there was a guy with Ghost or I misjudged the spawns or something like that, I'd get caught mid-sprint with the pistol in my hand, and then I'd have to quick try to switch to my primary weapon, and 9 times out of 10 I'd die in that situation. But in this game, without Steady Aim Pro, I'd get caught mid-sprint a lot, and what Steady Aim Pro does, it allows you to pick your weapon up faster when sprinting. So it's definitely kind of like the ideal perk for me, considering that I'm usually running around. And I've pretty much lost the ability to play tactically whatsoever. And I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit in this gameplay. I try to play it smart there, but I didn't anticipate somebody being on that little balcony, which I should have, considering that they spawn right around that area. But I just kind of wanted to talk about, you know, how my playstyle has changed over the years, and it's definitely hindering me on getting 100 kills, and I kind of want to talk about that because I still have yet to get 100 kills. I never anticipated it taking me this long, and today I actually was going to post a 94 kill gameplay, but I can't find it on my hard drive. I'm not sure if I deleted it out of just sheer just, you know, infuriation, if that's even a word. But basically I was playing in the game and I had my Pavlo in the air, and I think I was about to call my Reaper, and I just called it in, and somebody on the enemy team got an MOAB, and it was at like the very end of the game, you know, and I was like, I got the 100 kills. I got my Pavlo in the air, I got my Reaper. And yeah, the MOAB knocked out all my air support, and ended the, you know, the game ended, and I finished with 94 kills, and we still won the game, and that was like the kicker. If we would have lost, it'd be like okay, but we still won the game. So it all did was just, you know, destroy all my air support, and just, you know, just ended on just a bad note. So I was gonna post that, but I couldn't find it. I think I deleted it, to be honest with you. But basically, for those of you guys that have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike and Halo, specifically Halo 2. That was like probably my favorite first-person shooter ever. And then I moved on to the Call of Duty series during Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. But I used to play a little bit of Call of Duty 2 on the PC, but I still consider the, you know, Modern Warfare my first Call of Duty. And one of the things that immediately, you know, kind of jumped out to me about Call of Duty compared to a lot of the other shooters, well, specifically Halo, is that how quickly you would die in a gunfight, like how little opportunity you had a chance to like come back in a gunfight or spin around and kill somebody. Like, so obviously in Call of Duty, the big key is you know, how you move around the map. I always talk about that in my commentaries, and when people ask me how to get better, more specifically, how do you rush and not get shot in the back all the time, or, you know, when people ask me how to play aggressively, it really comes down to completely just understanding the maps and the spawn points. That's pretty much like all I can say about that. I wanted to do the map breakdown series today, and I know you guys are probably thinking in your head, man, Chris, every time you do a commentary, you just have a laundry list of excuses as to why you haven't been posting, or something in your life, or, you know, a computer problem. But I'm being dead serious. The Photoshop program that I was ripped offline, apparently I didn't do something correctly with the, you know, stealing of the software, and it was only a free trial, a 30-day free trial. So when I went to open it up today to do one of the map breakdowns, it was no longer available to be used. So I'm gonna have to find a way to fix that, unless you guys want me to go back to drawing smiley faces on flags to designate points in fucking Microsoft Paint like I did before. I know that that went over pretty well, but I kind of feel like the Photoshop thing was a lot better and it looked a lot better. So I basically want those videos to be as good as I possibly can make them. So I'm going to hold off on that just for a bit. I'm going to get on Skype, I'm sorry, one of these nights, and get in touch with somebody and see if I can figure out how to, you know, get Photoshop back. But basically, when I first started playing Call of Duty, through the first 1,000 or 2,000 kills, I was like a barely positive player, and I'd basically run around in the middle of the board and just kind of you know, neglect cover and just not do anything smart. And over time, I was able to slowly but surely pick up the game, and by the end of Call of Duty 4, I was a pretty decent player, but I was nowhere near what I'd call like a dominating, you know, player. And there's kind of like levels of players in Call of Duty, in my opinion, and tell me your guys' thoughts on this. Like, for example, in Call of Duty 4, I was kind of like Wings of Redemption, if you can imagine that as my playstyle. That's kind of how I played. And while Wings of Redemption is a decent player, oh, there's a great example of lag compensation. If you guys want to go back at around the 553 part where I kill that guy to get the Predator missile, you'll see my character slow down to like almost nothing, and that's what it feels like on my screen, and that's lag compensation, and that happens when you're host. But anyway, Wings of Redemption, he's a decent player, but he's by no means a dominating player. He's easily neutralized by any very aggressive, smart player. They can completely just, you know, those type of players, they're kind of limited in what they can do. And early on, I realized that in World at War and in Call of Duty 4, where I could be able to dominate most lobbies, but if I ever got up against a really good aggressive player, I was just completely thrown through a loop, and I really just had no ability to change gears whatsoever. And during Modern Warfare 2, I started watching a lot of Sandy Ravage's videos, and once I saw him, I knew like I had somebody that I could kind of look at and kind of learn how to play more aggressively and see how he's doing it, you know. So that's basically what kind of like changed my playstyle completely. And basically it just all comes down to, you know, map knowledge and how you move around the map, and the more that you rush around, the more comfortable you'll become with it, and definitely will improve your gun skills as well. So I'll try to talk a little bit about that a little more in the commentary if you guys enjoyed that, kind of just, you know, how to get better at rushing. I can't really point to anything specifically, but I'll kind of just give you guys my thoughts. But yeah, leave me some feedback, guys, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.